Hi, I'm Chris Pierson, the CEO and founder of BlackCloak. BlackCloak is the pioneer in digital executive protection. I'm joined here today by my good friend Jim Shreve, a longtime privacy member, as well as the founder and partner at Shreve Legal. Jim, great to be here with you.
Thanks, Chris. Always great to talk to you.
So a few years ago, we actually did this segment at IAPP, maybe even RSA as well, where we had the two different philosophies of security versus privacy. And we were talking about how they're battling each other and which one wins out. Is it more privacy in this situation, less security, more security, less privacy, and how do we justify those things? But I mean, coming back full round circle, it's a little bit of a, we got to think about this differently.
It is at least more nuanced. But privacy and security oftentimes are seen as being in competition with each other. That in order to properly secure things, people have to give up more privacy, and that ultimately when they come down to it, when they compete, security wins. That's usually how it goes. But what I think we found over time is that they are actually more in tandem with each other than you would think. Some of the same things that improve your privacy, improve your security. You can think of this as like, in terms of authentication. What's good for privacy is good for security. But I think we're also seeing now other ways where privacy and security are working with each other, at least have aligned interests.
And on that topic, where there are more aligned interests, I mean, I know that you and I, a few weeks ago, we gave a speech over at the RSA conference on artificial intelligence and deepfakes. I mean, this is one area where it comes to mind in terms of a potential where both privacy and security win. Talk to me a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. I mean, deepfakes, we think of deepfakes as a security issue primarily, but they're also a privacy issue. How do you make good deepfakes? How do you impersonate someone? You need to have a lot of information about them. You need to know who they are, what they care about, how they speak, what are the types of things they would say. And so these issues that we think of as being privacy issues are the entryway to create that security problem.
And so it really seems like in order to tackle that deepfake item, I don't know how much of this we can do, but I mean, it's going to be against executives, board members, especially CFOs on the executive team. I mean, we really have to shrink that attack surface and make information harder to find, harder to be accessible. But I mean, so much of it has been out there for 5 and 10 and 20 years. You know, it's almost like we have to really turn up the security function as well.
Yeah, and I think there's a few issues there. I think one is let's tackle the low-hanging fruit. There's a lot of information out there that doesn't need to be, that companies could take down. Individuals could take down that you shouldn't be putting out there. Just like they always say, don't talk about when you're having a vacation. Don't talk. Obvious things like that, you can do that. But also think about some of the things we think of as private information that maybe are changeable. Is that sometimes you can't change your social security number, but there are other things about you and your online profile you can change. And so if it's been out there for a while and it's online, maybe you can change up some things, how you're operating, things that you could do that would be different, that now you can set a new baseline for your security going forward.
So it seems like in terms of deepfakes, I mean, we want to have great security. Obviously, if an executive or another individual gets deepfaked, you're going to be decreasing the amount of security, but it really comes back around to, that privacy and making sure the digital breadcrumbs that are out there about you are either minimized as much as possible or changed, or you're just aware of them so you can get some better protection as it relates to this topic.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time here today. Thank you so much for talking to us about that balance, delicate balance between security and privacy.
Thanks.
I'm Chris Pierson, a CEO founder of BlackCloak. To learn more about how you might protect your digital life, go to blackcloak.io.